You
Perfect.
pull up Solana on your end, I just want to maybe quickly mention again, folks, we're doing this 1K to 10K challenge. Me and Medicine, we're both getting $500. We're going to see who can flip it to 5,000. So we're both kind of in competition with each other. Each live stream, whenever there's any major updates, we're going to be updating you guys, letting you guys know what we're getting into, when and why, where we're looking to take profits, major support and resistance levels. So make sure you stay tuned to this channel, like, subscribe, share, hit that bell icon. Without further ado, let's talk about Solana.
You heard the guy. You heard the
Let's
guy,
go.
guys. Come on,
Yeah.
man. So yeah, no, Solana. See a bunch of people requesting this, so we'll take a look at right now. Usually, you wanna take a look at what happens initially and how if you look, the more data points we got and the more patterns and a lot of squibbles, the more we can predict where or forecast where the price could go. And you can see here every time Solana pumps a good amount, you can see here since let's see, from all the way down here all the way to the top, we got 672. That was way back, right? And then we got stuck in some sort of a retracement, and we're seeing that as soon as Solana likes to go up, create some sort of a distance. Maybe if we show the EMAs over here, the 21 EMA, 34, maybe 55 on the 100, just to get an idea, guys, right? So we create some sort of a distance between those EMAs and then go sideways for a bit. And as soon as we identify where that resistance would be at, as soon as we have a break above, continue to go above to those previous highs, we just have a major breakout until we get into another breakout. But the main thing we need to see here, because all the whole market would be looking at the same thing we are looking at. So they'd be trying to find historical data as well to see how this coin moves. And you'll see here again, when we're looking at something like this, a horizontal wedge, most traders will look at the base of that triangle, basically, and aim for a profit level taken somewhere above. And you'll see here, as soon as we had a breakout, we went exactly to that and find some sort of resistance. And then we, again, go back down, form some sort of another pattern that we look for a breakout. Again here, so far, nice bull flag as well. So you'll see this one here, we went all the way above, then went sideways for a bit, downward channel. And then again, majority of traders would be waiting for another breakout at this time. Boom, we take it, and it takes us exactly close to that region. So overall right now, we're having again another sideways wedge. We know where the base is, somewhere close to the $40. You'll see it here right below. So that's what we said before, guys. Right below the peak is where you find that support, somewhere close to that one. And whenever it's quiet is where nothing much happened. You see some sort of a reversal happen. So the peak is right here, somewhere close to the $43, $44. Below it, we know exactly how many times we retrace here. So maybe if I zoom in, I'm looking at the 4-hour chart, guys. So you'll see here that this region over here, the $40, 1, 2, 3 times where we found that support. Looks like we are trying to break above this region. We had that nice downward channel, this downward, the sideways, I guess, movement. And in terms of where we could go, I can see again the base of that triangle. We put it exactly where the breakout could be. And this could push us to the 54. And even if we put a Fibonacci extension, I can almost guarantee it that if I switch to your chart right now, you got a Fibonacci extension. Let's see. I'll bet money on it, guys. Yes, sir.
Not maybe not a Fibonacci extension, but a retracement. Because I honestly I didn't have enough time because I was flipping back and forth through my charts here. But look, I think a lot of what you said here is very important in the sense of this pattern we're forming here. And we really need to take this in, because if we kind of examine the price structure of Solana here, we can see that every time we form a consolidation pattern and we break out bullishly, we really break out bullishly. Descending triangle, we break out, we fly. Descending channel, bull flag, we break out, we fly. Kind of in the short term here, forming a few different patterns. I think what you had on your end here, kind of a macro descending triangle that we're breaking out of, does make a lot of sense. So I'm seeing a lot of good things with Solana here. First off, Solana has very solid fundamentals. While I am an Ethereum, fanboy, I do love Ethereum. I do at the same time acknowledge that Ethereum has a lot of problems with scaling, gas issues, and those problems aren't going to be solved 100% anytime soon. So I think throughout the rest of this year, ETH is still going to have some scaling issues, some gas fees issues, and so these other kind of layer one, decentralized application protocols like Solana are going to continue to look very, very attractive because they offer scalability and cheaper fees. So we're breaking above our kind of descending triangle that you had. We're above volume. So this is very, very interesting to see. Solana is looking bullish. Now, I think this is the thing that we need to look out for to understand whether we see that bullish continuation with Solana or if we continue to break down further, is the Solana Bitcoin pairing here. Because we're forming a very clean descending triangle here. Looking at the daily, if we measure how much time we have left within our descending triangle, we have 12 days max. I think it's far likelier that we break out of this thing within the week. So if we break out bullishly out of this descending triangle, then I think that's our cue that Solana is ready to start making new all-time highs. If we break down bearishly and start making newer lows, that's our cue that, hey, maybe Solana is quite overextended and it needs more of a pullback and more of a consolidation period. In terms of pullbacks, where I'm looking at for Solana, $38. Not a lot of sideways price action, but a bit here on the daily. We have a fib level, 236 right there. And then aside from that, I think kind of $31 to $26 becomes far more realistic because that's where a lot of volume starts to build up, a lot of sideways price action starts to build up, and we have fib levels there also acting as support. So those are some of the major things I'm looking out for with Solana.
Definitely, no, 100%. And one thing also to add on what you're saying here, I have the just did a bit of a Fibonacci extension to see if the market is actually reacting to that.
You're doing a Fibonacci. Hey, okay, goddamn.
Look, man.
Welcome.
You gotta.
Welcome to the dark side.
So, guys, the way this works is that you'll take the first impulse, right? I usually like to go to higher time frames and then see on lower time frames if there was some sort of reaction, right? So we take the lowest impulse here, the first impulse actually, so you can see clear bottom here, somewhere close to the $1.04. Had a nice uptrend all the way to the $18 and then actually went back down somewhere close here to the to the $11.4 so that's what we had. This is the first impulse, and then as soon as this downtrended, we draw the lines and see if the market actually did react to it. And we know right off the bat, usually the 1.618 region is the first region we'd be looking at, and the one level, the one Fibonacci level is also another thing we look at. So as soon as this retraced, we're looking now that the market actually respect those levels. We'll see here, maybe if we look at the 12-hour chart, you'll see it more clearly. We went all the way up to the 0.5, so not really that much of a reaction. But if you're looking at the one, we went exactly to that and actually got rejected off of it and went back down to retest the 7.86 region, again exactly closing above it. And if you're looking at, if we even zoom out for a bit, as soon as we broke out of the one region, went all the way up, then again came back to find that support at it. 1.618 was exactly where we found that support again. And then again recently, exactly here, sellers tried to push the price action all the way down here, and buyers came back into the market at 38.988 cent exactly to find that support. So it looks like the market does like those extensions, man. And the next thing, if this thing holds and Solana breaks above the $46.5 region, again we'd be looking at 56, and then again eventually 3.618 at the $73. So looks pretty good. That's just like obviously too much of an optimistic outlook, but man, this thing pumped all the way from here all the way to the top. What are we looking at here? 3,257%, man.
Yeah, that's quite a lot. So a few things. I'm very proud of you drawing this Fibonacci extension. I think you're absolutely correct. I mean, you can clearly see how well price action was reacting off this fib level. So I do think it's very relevant. And yeah, look, Solana is a very solid project. I could see it, maybe one day, even like optimistically, maybe 5-6 months down the road, flirting with, maybe the $100 region potentially. Who knows? But yeah, Solana is 100% a very solid project.